Welcome everybody to the clan battle. This clan battle will be SAGAcity versus Team Clan Simple One. Saga versus CSO. We've got Firebat Hero, currently 3-0 in this clan battle for Team Saga, spawning as the Purple Protoss, versus CSO Chica, spawning as the Blue Zerg for Clan Simple One. I'm talking about co-casting with me is Darkened Light. Here we go, Darken.
That's right. I have to note right off the bat, I did see as the Zerg was going to mine, he did miss 2 drones and they were not mining for a very long time. One actually for about 30 seconds. That is not something you ever want to have to deal with as a Zerg player or any player really. When you accidentally you miss the mirror line a little bit, it can throw you off for the long term actually. It's not fun.
Nothing worse than that, having drones not mining, or any harvester for that matter.
Yeah.
So
we'll see if that affects his game plan a little in this game.
You know, I was thinking earlier that you know, Firebat Hero is just playing so well, so polished. He's his builds seem very refined, and
and he seems to be coming out with something new every game. So his opponents they can't predict what's coming. So
absolutely.
There's no exact build that they know what to do.
Nope,
so
definitely not.
Very nerve-wracking.
Definitely not the one-trick pony.
Not at all.
Protoss. Not the rush to 6-gate blink stalker style. He's got many different creative styles, as we saw in the last game, adding DTs late into the game to go ahead and secure his victory. The first game we saw Warp Prism play. The second game we saw DTs.
He does like those DTs. Always a good unit to use as the Protoss.
Right, and as we were discussing before, Darkened, not advisable for people that are in Protoss players that are in leagues below Diamond, Platinum and below. DT expands really, it's tough to get your money out of them. It's better off for players that are going ahead and trying to gain map control, and it will benefit them far more than it will a player that needs to go with some type of early aggression and have it pay off. Because a lot of times DTs won't pay off or do any damage, but will go ahead and prove useful to a player that wants to establish map control and get an expand off.
We did see so far that every time he has used them, especially in that PvP, he has thrown his opponent off and has gone with the kill with the DTs alone. So
absolutely,
he's very proficient with them. His opponents have dropped the ball a little bit so far.
He is very efficient, as you said, with those DTs. However, DT expands not meant to kill your opponent. Some don't even do damage. Some are detected mainly.
They don't need to. Usually, it's one of the safest ways to secure your expansion, especially against any kind of early rush lane play, because you can completely shut it down. They have no way to answer the attack that you're dealing with, unless they get Spore Crawlers and Overseers up.
So we see a rogue probe, the scouting probe of Firebat here, parked in the main, actually, of Chica.
That is a good spot to hide. By the look of it, his opponent has no idea it's there. He hasn't scouted it yet. So.
The queen is gonna pass it.
Much too far off to see it with the vision of that queen.
Nope, but he has planted a creep tumor here, so is sort of making its way over to the probe. So I think that probe is not long for this world, as you could say. And
we do see a Twilight Council morphing in for Firebat Hero. We may see that Blink Stalker play again, but I don't think so because he only has 1 sentry. He has a lot of gas banks, so it looks like it'll be DTs again.
Yeah, of course, DT, very gas-heavy unit. Talking a little bit about the
Dark Shrine, so we are seeing a DT expand as we were talking about, oddly enough.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I'd love to go ahead and be able to say I was Nostradamus-esque. However, it's not a hard call because Firebat does love his DTs, as you did point out.
Yes, he does.
So a very strong unit, particularly versus Zerg.
Yeah, his opponent is getting an Evo Chamber, so it looks like he will be playing it safe, hitting up some early Spore Crawlers to deal with this, but he has not spotted that probe yet.
No, just checking in on the probe myself, actually, and seeing it's still parked there. That creep is getting scarily close to the...
And he is dropping a proxy pylon, but it doesn't look like that Chica has seen this yet. He's not going over to kill it with his Roaches.
No, all of the pathing for the Zerg player, the vision actually misses it, so... interesting pylon placement. We'll see if he can make that pay off.
Looks like this could do a lot of damage. He's making Spore Crawlers in both of his mains.
It could, Darken, but the creep is now within the power radius of the pylon, so the closer that creep gets, I don't know if it's going to be able to... We'll have to see
I do not think that creep will be spreading unless he places another creep tumor in that direction. He's sending the probe out maybe to I don't know why he did that. It might signal him to check that pylon spot, or just or check
No.
other places of the base. But he's
Oh,
warping the DTs now. He has not spotted it yet. The DTs will get it in time. They are going for the main.
DTs are now in the main.
He will be
Firebat
focusing
Saga.
down that spore crawler. It looks like it will go down. And
Yep.
there's nothing he has to deal with this. He's going to be able to take down a lot of drones, a lot of lings, forcing his opponent to pull his drones away.
Here we go again with these DTs. Firebat Saga able to go ahead. 2 are enough to take down that spore crawler handedly, warping in more now.
Yeah, morphing more. He looks like he'll be attacking the tech buildings and the hatchery. It looks like they will go down uncontested.
Absolutely, not much that Chica can do is
Completely
going to
shutting
be
down all these spore crawlers, making it impossible for him to deal with these DTs so far.
forced to go ahead and counter. We see Lings now attacking the expansion of Firebat. A little bit of ground army there to deal with it, but Roach is now on the way.
Yeah. This looks like it'll be a big enough army where he can take down this Nexus, or at least the army, but depending on the force fields. But he's still doing so much damage in the main. It looks like the hatchery is about to go down the spawning pool. Already did go down. He's going to take down the Evo chamber, which will make it so he can't make any more spore crawlers and the Urgeborn. So he's losing all of his tech right now.
Down goes the hatchery, and obviously nothing to be able to deal with these DTs.
It looks like all he can do right now is counterattack. He's tilted. He has to do something now.
Absolutely. He is in the main of Firebat, but I don't think it matters much as there is a DT reigning supreme and another
So
being
much
warped
damage
in.
already done by these DTs. Plus, he has the DTs for defense, and he has nothing at all that can deal with them. So it looks like this is over for Chica.
Great control with those DTs, and as we said, not meant to win outright there. Meant to just provide an expansion.
But Firebat Hero proving to us that it can win outright when you can get that proxy pylon up there.
Absolutely. Yeah, so often you see the DTs either totally fail or maybe get 6 drones if you're lucky before an overseer is morphed. However, in this particular case, paying dividends, as you said,
Yes.
that proxy pylon, and I can't. For those of you that are new to StarCraft, I cannot illustrate enough how often that does not happen. That DTs are just a minor nuisance, sort of, to allow you to get an expo up, but he does get the kill.
Perfect positioning by that proxy. His opponent spread the creep in a way that he would not be able to see it. That is a very rare situation. You can't rely on that kind of thing, but it did work out for Firebat Hero this time.
Absolutely. And I think Firebat would have been okay.
Even if he had not done that kind of overwhelming damage, that wasn't even the goal really, but he did pull it off in a very fast win this time.
Right. What are they going to do to stop this guy? I mean, he comes out, he 3-0s him, he's now 4-0. So we're going to move to the 5th match. We got to see, they got to bring their ace out now. If he hasn't already taken the ace out.
Assuming if they haven't already played him, I do not know what a player of CSO is their ace, so we'll have to wait and see.
For those of you that don't know, this is Team SAGAcity versus Clan Simple One. Clan Simple One, one of the few all-Korean clans on the North American server. Also, SAGAcity has a fair number of Korean players themselves. A team up on the rise. Of course, everybody knows about the SAGAcity Invitational. If you don't, you should. So please check it out on Team Liquid. We're going to get right into this 5th game here in 1 second.